Hello everyone, I am Kamal Motwani and welcome to my YouTube channel Kamal Motwani's. Today I am here with another IELTS writing task 1. In earlier videos we solved pie charts, line graphs. Today I'll solve bar chart for you. These are the 7 types of IELTS writing task 1 which were discussed earlier. In earlier 2 videos I solved pie charts and line graphs for you. Today I'll solve bar chart for you. So let's start. Here is the statement that is given by the examiner. The statement says the bar chart below shows the sales of different product categories in online and in-store channels. So here is a comparison between online stores and in-stores, which means which are physically present. So product categories in online and in-store channels. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Let's first discuss what is the bar chart and let's interpret it. In earlier videos I have told you that whenever you are given IELTS writing task 1, try to understand whether it is line chart, whether it is pie chart, there are maps, there is a bar chart. Try to interpret it, try to understand it in the simple language, because this information you have to write in the paragraph. And we have also do some comparisons where these are relevant, or we have to report the main features. So this is a kind of report writing basically. So let's discuss this bar chart which is given by the examiner, and let's understand it and let's interpret it in the simple language. Before starting this, I request you all, those among you who have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly do subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I am trying my best to bring IELTS writing task 1 for you guys, and to make it as simple as possible for you. So like and share this video with your near and dear ones, as they may get themselves benefited of this video as well. So let's move ahead. So the title of this bar chart is sales of different product categories in online and in store channels. So online and in store channels. Here is the bar chart. You see, these are the bars. On x-axis we have the variables like electronics, this is clothing, the grocery categories, home goods and books. 1 2 3 4 5, we have 5 variables on the x-axis. And on the y-axis we have the sales, and sales is in thousands. These bars shows, the orange bar shows online sales and the red bar shows in store sales. So these, all the orange lines are pertaining to online sales, and these red bars are pertaining to in-store sales. So let's interpret this graph. We can see in this graph that the highest bars are of grocery categories. You see, now this grocery category, the online sales of this grocery categories reach up to 140 or above 140. See, this online sales, the orange line in grocery categories, it reaches even ahead of 140,000. So it reaches ahead of 140,000. You can see here. See, let me show you with the help of graph. 140, so it is around 150, you see. And then the in-store sales of grocery categories reaches up to, I think, 135 or something like that, below 140. So here we can notice that the highest bars are of grocery categories. Be it the online or in-store, we have two highest bars that are pertaining to grocery categories. We can say that in this bar chart, the grocery categories have the highest sales because the highest bars are of grocery categories, online and in store. See, no orange bar crosses this bar, you can see this. And as far as the in-store sales are concerned, means the red bars, even grocery categories has the highest red bar. No other has higher than the grocery stories, grocery categories than other categories. You see, okay. We can say that be it online sales or in-store sales, grocery categories have the highest sales in both the categories, or we can say in both the specifications, online and in-stores, grocery has the highest sales. Okay, then we have a long orange bar that is pertaining to online sales in electronics. So second highest sales in online are from electronics, and the third one are from home goods, the fourth one are from clothing, and the fifth one is of books. This is the status of online sales. And what about the in store sales? Let's look the that is look let's look for the red lines. Okay, so we have highest red bar in again the grocery categories, then the second highest is in the clothing, the in-store sales, and the third highest is from the electronics, the in-store sales. This is the red bar. Then the fourth highest is the home goods, and the third highest is from the books in-store sales. So after interpreting this graph and understanding this graph, we have to write it in a paragraph format. I have already discussed in many videos what is the format of writing the what we can say the IELTS writing task 1. So here is the structure of IELTS writing task 1, which I have already discussed in the previous videos. First we have to write the introduction, then we have to write the overview or overall view, then we write explanation 1, explanation 2, or explanation 3, depending upon the specification of the variables. You should not focus on this was pertaining to the line chart. So here we will follow the other another method of how to formulate a paragraph. So just look at this. Now we will write the introduction. First we will write the introduction, then we will write an overview, then we have to write explanation 1, explanation 2. Why? Because here we have two specifications. This bar chart is particularly about online sales and in-store sales. So there will be two paragraphs regarding their explanation, online sales and in-store sales. First we will write introduction, then we will write overview, then we will write explanation 1 regarding online sales and explanation 2 regarding in-store sales. So we will write 4 paragraphs in total regarding this bar chart. So let's move ahead how I have written this information of the bar chart in the paragraph format. Let's move ahead. First we have to write the introduction. The easiest way of writing an introduction I have already discussed in the previous videos is that we have to paragraph the statement given by the we have to rephrase the statement given by the examiner. So how to rephrase? We have to use the particular what we can say synonyms, and we can easily paraphrase the statement. Suppose the bar chart below shows the sales of different product categories in online and in-store channels. So how will I write this introduction? I will replace this word shows with the illustrate, and I will replace this sales with the sales figures. Then I will replace this word the product categories with the 5 different product categories. I will do something like that. So let's see how I have written this introduction. This writing in the green ink is the introduction. Let's read it out. The bar chart illustrates. Now see, I have replaced the word shows with the illustrate in the paraphrased version in the introduction. Illustrates the sales figures for five different product categories through online and in-store channels. I'm repeating, the bar chart illustrates the sales figures for five different product categories through online and in-store channels. The categories, now I have also narrated the categories. What are they? The categories include electronics, clothing, groceries, home goods, and books, with the sales figures measured in thousands. See, sales figures measures in the thousands. This is how I have written the introduction. Then after introduction, what we have to write, it is the overview. Even I have discussed this in earlier videos, that how to write the overview, the overall information, the thick information we can say, where we do a bit of comparisons as well. You see, this bar chart shows that the highest sales are pertaining to groceries categories, be it online or be it in-store sales. You see, groceries categories have the highest bars of online and in-store sales. Now, the lowest in-store sale is pertaining to, you see, books. This is the smallest red bar. And even the in is even online sales, the lowest online sales are pertaining to books, you see. So this is the overall information that we have to narrate in the paragraph format, in the overall in the overview paragraph. Let's see how I have written this. This is the paragraph in the blue ink that is dedicated to the overview, or we can say overall view. Okay, let's read it. This paragraph, we will start with the connector overall. This is very much necessary because it hints the examiner that overview is written in this paragraph. Okay, overall, groceries have the highest sales in both channels. You see, groceries have the highest sales in both the channels, online and in store, while books have the lowest sales online. You see, while books have the lowest sales online. This is the bar that shows books have the lowest sales online. Okay, a notable trend is that online sales surpass in-store sales in categories such as electronics and groceries. See, groceries sales have the highest online, and then electronics. If we count them both, then these are higher than the in-store sales, even, which are way big smaller. You see, but this is the highest online sales. It is around 120, and this is ahead of 140. While in-store sales lead in clothing and books. Let's see. In-store sales lead in this clothing and books. So this statement narrates that a notable trend is that online sales surpass in-store sales in categories such as electronics and groceries. See, in electronics and groceries, in electronics and groceries, online sales are higher. Online sales are higher than in store. Here also online sales are higher than in store. Whereas, or while in store sales lead in clothing and books. See, in clothing, in store sales are higher than online, and in books, in store sales are higher than online. While now in other thing that is remaining, home goods. Home goods have slightly higher in store sales compared to online. See, in store sales are slightly higher. You see, there is a slight difference. So that's how we write an overview. In overview, we have written, let me give you a recap. In overview, I have written overall whose sales are higher, be it online and in store. This is the groceries categories which have the highest online and in store sales in over the bar chart. Then, secondly, I have written in overview that what are the categories in which online sales are higher than in stores. These categories are groceries and electronics, where online sales are higher than in store. Then what are the categories in which in store sales are higher than online? So these categories are books, where in store sales is higher than online, and then other is clothing, where in store sales is higher than online sales. And the last one that is remaining, it is home goods. So there we have written in store sales are slightly higher than online sales. That is how a comprehensive overall view is written. Let's move ahead. Now we will write explanation 1 in the third paragraph. So here we have two specifications. One is online sales, another is in stores. So the third paragraph will be pertaining to online sales and the fourth will be pertaining to in-store sales. Let's see how I have written. This is the third paragraph which is pertaining to explanation 1, and the explanation 1 is regarding online sales. Okay, so let's read it. In terms of online sales, groceries dominate. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Now we will write all the information regarding online sales. These orange bars, regarding all the categories, and in terms of their sales, we will write all this information in this paragraph. Okay, let's read it. In terms of online sales, groceries dominate with 150,000 units sold. Let's see, is it right? See, groceries dominate with 150. You see, this is ahead of 140. This is 150 around. Yes, online sales. Then, units sold, making it the highest among all categories. Of course, groceries categories have the highest online sales in this bar chart. Electronics follow with 120,000 units. Let's see, where are the electronics? Electronics follow with 120,000 units. Okay. Then, while home goods and clothing units register 90,000 and 80,000 units respectively. Books have the lowest online sales at 60,000. These are the books which include lowest online sales, and this is 60,000. You can see this and this is 60,000. Okay, this is the all information which we have to write pertaining to online sales in this paragraph. This is very simple, but do notice that how I have used the vocabulary. This is very much important. By using these words, examiner will give you 8 plus bands, otherwise this is not possible. See, once I have used dominate, then I have used follow with, then I have used register, then I have used have the lowest cells 8. So use these words with the variation. The variety of words will give you 8 plus bands. Okay, then the last paragraph which is pertaining to explanation 2 is about in-store sales. The last paragraph is dedicated to in-store sales. Let's see how I have written this. This is the Fourth paragraph pertaining to explanation 2, that is about in-store cells. Okay, let's read it out. Conversely, this connector we must use it because this bar chart is about online sales versus in-store sales. So conversely means this is regarding in-store sales opposite to the online sales. Okay. Conversely, in-store sales for groceries are slightly lower at 1000 units compared to online. Of course, grocery sales are lower. The online sales were at 150 and these are 130. So these online in store sales of groceries are a bit lower than online. Okay. Clothing leads the in store category with 110 units sold, surpassing its online counterpart. Okay, let's see clothing. In clothing, in-store sales are a, in-store sales are very much higher than online sales. You see how much difference? It is a big difference. And these are 110 units. You can see these are 110 units here. Okay. Surpassing its online counterpart. Then home goods show a small increase in in-store sales at 95,000 units. Home goods have slightly increased, you see, as already discussed, uh, with respect to online sales. There is a slight increase. Electronics and books have lower in-store sales than online with 180,000 units respectively. We can see the in-store sales of books and electronics. You see, electronics 110 around, sorry, electronics are 100. I'm sorry, electronics are, you see, exact here, electronics are 100 and the other one is books are 80,000. We can see books are here 80,000. So they have the lowest in store sales. Now notice that when I was writing this paragraph pertaining to online sales, I have written is in a very simple way. I have written the figures of each category: electronics, clothing, groceries, home goods and books, and their units or number of units sold. I have narrated the figures in a very simple way. I have written this paragraph. But when it comes to the last paragraph, in store sales, I have used a slight variation. I have narrated the sales figures of each category, but I am repeating, but I have compared them with the online categories. So you can also use this method the way I have used. These variations can fetch you higher bands than your expectations. So you can use this method. This is a simple method by quoting the figures of each category, or you can also use this method by quoting the figures of each category while comparing with the other categories as well. So I have encompassed both the methods into one task, as it may attract the examiner and it hints the examiner that the candidate has utilized the variations in his writing style. Do note that we do not write conclusion in writing task 1 because we write overview in this, though there is no need to write conclusion. So that is all about today. I'll see you in another video with another IELTS writing task 1. Kindly do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also ask others, those who have not yet subscribed, to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Do share this video with others as they may get benefited from this as well. So the major thing is, whenever you are given the IELTS writing task 1, first of all, do understand and interpret and the type of IELTS writing task that is given to you. Whether it is pie chart, line graph, maps, bar chart, process diagram, table chart, multiple graphs. Do interpret them. When you are able to interpret them, you can easily write this into your paragraph or essay format. I'll see you in another video soon. Thank you so much for watching this video.